Alright, today I want to give a little status update on my Losi LST XXL 2 gas monster truck and the ongoing problems with it. I've had to change quite a few items out on here for the amount of time I've had it, and no, they were not during cold weather snaps. We're just starting to get into cold weather now, and I'm hopefully going to be able to get out and run this thing again. So on here, I've changed quite a few components out, from the chassis to the tune pipe on here, to a shock I've changed on there. I bought a lot of components for this truck, which is pretty bad, I guess you could say, considering it's brand new, and I've had very few short amount of run time with it, I guess you could say. The latest, I got everything met together. Chassis, right? Oh, let's go out. It's a nice day. Let's go drive it, right? Everything's looking great. Let's do a little tuning, right? Cool, fun. Guess what happens? Transmission blew out. See how nice and new it is? Haven't even run it yet. And this transmission was giving me zero problems up until I went out to go run it after putting the whole thing back together. I ran it a couple times, no problems, and then the weather got bad, so then it got to be a nice day out. Went out to go drive it, started out fine, wasn't driving it hard at all, and then the thing just gave way. So we're going to open that up today, the old one, and check it out and see just what failed in there, so we can get an idea of the different failure items on this vehicle right here. Okay, so like I said, this is the latest failure on this truck, and I wasn't even going that fast or anything like that, and the thing just gave the ghost. And basically, input shaft spins just fine, but I was getting no output on here. And this side's cup is already taken off of there. I pulled up the 15 freaking small little screws in there to hold the two case halves together. So we're gonna open this up live here. It's the first time seeing the inside, and I'm kind of curious to see what has failed in here, considering transmission failures on RC cars is kind of a thing of the past. I haven't really seen them in a long time. I used to see them back in the day when I was younger, in the 90s, but now we just don't see them. Okay. So let's check this side first. Got our bevel gear on there. Appears to have all its teeth. The bearings are intact. I don't see no large pieces of metal inside of here. We got our regular input shaft on here to drive the other gear. It appears this is a one-piece shaft, just fine. So where is the problem? I'm thinking one of these let go from their shafts. One of these gears let go from their shafts. So let's see which one it is. That one still has its pin in there, it looks like. Let's spin it. Yeah, it feels tight. Alright, so let's see what the problem is over here. All these seem to be intact. Let's put it together and see what the heck is going on here. Get rid of this other case half here. These guys go together. It's a direct drive, right? Something down inside here is not working. I cannot get the output. Everything's spinning, but the outputs. So, this is very interesting. We're going to have to pull the differential cup off of here on this side. Pull that off of there, right there. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to check it out. Okay, so I got the differential cup off of there. Let's pull this whole shaft out of here. Let's see what is not spinning on here. That's what it is. This gear right here is not locked onto the output shafts anymore. This is a one-piece shaft, looks like, and you can see it spins. and that part's not. That is the problem. So if anything, this video will let you guys know exactly what the failure is, most commonly, I guess. The rest of this looks very strong. The gears itself, everything's metal inside of here. It's really nice. I know some transmissions have nylon gears inside of them. The rest of this looks fine. The bearings look fine. It's nice and greased in here. It's clean for all the dirt I've been through. Very strong gears on here. But this is not locked to the shaft anymore. So let's try to find out why. I'm thinking that this comes together when you buy it, or the pin is sheared on there. Nope, the pin is sheared. Okay, so that's a very cheap fix right there. Either way, you have to pull the transmission out. I don't want to go in there and figure out what was wrong and then have to go order small parts and wait forever. So I just ordered a transmission. A lot of these places on eBay, they sell them as complete units, pretty darn cheap. I've got mine for $29 shipped to my door. And it's a takeout unit from a new Losi. So you can see the little pin right there. You see how it's all to one side? Well, this side has nothing in it, and therefore we're able to spin this. So we can find a way to get this apart. You can definitely get in there and change that pin out on there, and that'll be your fix. Either way, taking that transmission out of this vehicle, just like everything else in this vehicle, was the biggest pain ever. I couldn't believe the amount of the vehicle I had to take apart to change the transmission out on. It was unbelievable. Yeah, the shaft is fine. It's just that cross pin in there. You can see it. Obviously, you're not gonna get no output. I guess it's better than a catastrophic failure where all the gears and metal and everything are stuck inside there in grease. So it's nice and clean. Buy a new pin for there, and I'll have a extra set of them, pins and transmission for the future then. Okay, so I got it apart with the hammer, tapped it this way, and you can see the hole's got a little bit of damage to mine. Might want to change that out. You can see it. Gear looks fine. The cup where that pin sits in there is fine, but the pin just sheared. So everything else in here looks fine.